So hello friends, now in this lecture we want to consider about the steady state approximation, right? What is the steady state approximation actually, and what is the use of the steady state approximation in the chemical kinetics? Steady state approximation is a concept which is to find out the order of the complex reaction. Suppose any reaction having suppose we consider the two reaction. Suppose this reaction A gives product P, right? If I want to find the rate of this reaction, rate is equal to, suppose having the rate constant K1 into A. Simply by using this rate law I can say that the order of this reaction is equal to 1. Okay. Why? Because it having the exponent power is equal to 1. But suppose this reaction is a follow the mechanics in this way that in the first step of mechanism A is converted into C, okay, with the rate constant K1, and this C finally converted into the product P, okay, with the rate constant K2. That means while you write the rate of this reaction, you have to consider this intermediate, okay. This intermediate is a form in this reaction, okay, which directly affect on a rate. Okay, now to find out the concentration of this intermediate, you have to use the steady state approximation concept. What is the actual steady state approximation, or SSA? The steady state approximation or SSA tells us that during the course of any reaction, if intermediate is a form, the rate of formation of intermediate is equal to rate of decomposition of intermediate, and this term is called as a steady state. Okay, this term is called as a steady state. That means the rate of formation of intermediate is equal to rate of decomposition of intermediate. Okay, in simply word you can say that the net rate of formation of intermediate during the reaction, okay, is always equal to 0. This is the steady state approximation. That means the net rate of formation of intermediate. Why the net rate of formation of intermediate is equal to 0? Because formation of intermediate is equal to decomposition of intermediate. Both rates are equal. Okay. Hence net rate of formation of intermediate is equal to 0. Okay. To understand this concept of steady state approximation, you have to consider the example. So let's start the example, starting from the simple example. Okay, and why we study the steady state approximation? Because steady state approximation is helpful to find out the order of complex reaction, right? So let's consider example number first, okay, by the or you can say that application of a steady state approximation. Suppose the reaction A gives the product C, or simply A is converted into product P, okay. But mechanism of this reaction is as, okay, what is the mechanism of this reaction? Mechanism of this reaction, A plus A is with the rate constant K1 is converted into C, which is a slow step, okay. Now first consider why and where you have to use the steady state approximation, and where you have should not use the steady state approximation. Let's consider from this example, right? A gives a C. C is the intermediate here, which is a slow step, and always in chemical kinetics, slowest step is a rate determining step. Okay, hence I can write here rate determining step. Now this C intermediate with the rate constant K2 is converted into product. This is a fast step. Okay, then while writing the rate law, I can use the slowest step or rate determining step, that is K1 into A. This reaction follow the first order kinetics, hence there is no any use of steady state approximation in this case. Why? Because the first step is a slow step and rate determining step, second step has no any use. Okay. Now, but suppose this mechanism is taking place in this reverse order. Which one? A gives K1 with the C, which is a fast step. Okay. C, now intermediate with the rate constant K2 is converted into product. It is a slow step, hence now second step is a rate determining step. Okay, second step is a rate determining step. Hence I can write here rate is equal to, okay, K2 into C. Rate of formation of product is equal to K2 into C. But C is an intermediate. Okay, C is an intermediate, right? Therefore, applying, okay, which one? Steady state approximation to find out concentration of C. Okay, then that means concentration of C is find out by using steady state approximation. What is the steady state approximation? The net rate of formation of any intermediate. Here C is the intermediate, therefore I can say that the net rate of formation of intermediate is equal to 0. Now question is that how to find the net rate, okay, because C is a form in the first step of mechanism and C is a consume in the second step of mechanism. While you write the net rate of formation of any intermediate, first write formation, rate of formation of intermediate, and then subtract rate of your decomposition or consumption of intermediate. Okay, here baga, the net rate of formation of intermediate, first by using the first step of mechanism, here C is a form, therefore K1 into C, right? In the second step of mechanism, C is a consume, therefore negative sign K2 into C, right? Sorry, here C is a form, therefore rate of formation of C is equal to K1 into A. Okay, K1 into A is equal to 0. Why? Because net rate of formation of intermediate is equal to 0, right? We are interested to find out the value of a C, therefore K1, right? Therefore, okay, K1 into A is equal to K2 into C, right? K1 into A is equal to K2 into C, right? So, concentration of a C can directly determine as concentration of a C is equal to K1 upon K2 into concentration of A. This is equation number 2nd. Okay, this is your equation number 2nd. Simply, this equation can be putting in this equation. Is putting value of equation number 2 is put in the value of equation number 1. Putting, right, this value in rate is equal to K2 into C. What is C? From equation 2nd, value of C is equal to K1 into K2 into concentration of A. K2 goes on, cancel. Therefore, rate is equal to K1 into A. That means we can say that this reaction follow the first order kinetics, right? Because the net rate of intermediate, that is the concentration of intermediate, by using the steady state approximation and putting in a rate law, finally we get this equation, and this tells that the order of reaction is first, okay, or 1. That means this follow the first order kinetics, right? Just consider the second example, which is a little bit complicated, right? Baga, if I consider the example in which the mechanism involve the step which having the equilibrium, right? Suppose, right, example number 2nd, okay, a equation or reaction is given A plus B converted into the product P, right? But during the reaction, mechanism is provided to you. In the first step of mechanism, A is converted into the C with the rate constant K1 in the forward reaction, while C back convert into the A with the rate constant K minus 1, okay, which is a reverse reaction or a reversible reaction or backward reaction, right? That means equilibrium is established. And second step, this C consume with B with the rate constant K2 finally convert into the product. But problem is that in the question there is no any idea is provided to you which step is slow or which step is fast, right? In these cases, right, suppose reaction or mechanism does not showing, okay, which is a fast step or which is a slower step, नेहमी केमिकल कायनेटिक्स असा प्रॉब्लेम सोडवताना किंवा स्टेडी स्टेट अप्रॉक्सिमेशनचा प्रॉब्लेम सोडवताना नेहमी लक्षात ठेवायचं, राइट, विच थिंग यू शुड कीप इन युअर माइंड when equilibrium is established, that is a faster step or a fastest step, right? That means this is the fast step Hence, this is the slow step, okay, and this is called as rate determining step, okay. Now the equation number second is a rate determining step. Therefore, rate can be written as rate of formation of product can be written as K2 into concentration of C into concentration of B. This is equation number 1. I write this equation as it is. At the corner, rate is equal to K2 into concentration of B into concentration of C, right? But if you observe the mechanism or if you observe the reaction, C is not a part of this reaction. This is not actual part of this reaction. This is the intermediate which is formed during the first step, right? Therefore, C is an intermediate, right? C is an intermediate. Therefore, to find concentration of C, use steady state approximation. What is the steady state approximation? The net rate of formation of any intermediate during the course of reaction is equal to 0, right? Therefore, dC upon dt is equal to 0. This is the steady state approximation, right? But now problem is that C is formed in forward reaction, C is consumed in a backward reaction with the rate constant K1 and K minus 1 respectively. Again C is consumed in a second reaction, right? Again C is consumed in a second reaction, right? Second reaction manne peksha second step of mechanism. Therefore, the net rate of formation of C, right? Net rate of formation of C is, right? What is the net rate of formation of C? Baga, the dC upon dt, net rate, here C is formed, therefore K1 into A. Backward reaction C is consumed, therefore minus K minus 1 into C. Again, in the second step of mechanism, C is consumed, therefore minus K2 into B into C, right? Okay, and this whole term is equal to 0 because according to steady state approximation, right? Now, this both term are negative, taking to that side converted into positive, therefore K1 into concentration of A, which is equal to K minus 1 into concentration of C plus K2 into concentration of B into concentration of C, right? C is a common term there, taking common and come remaining side, divide to this term and C alone at the one side, therefore equation become K1 into concentration of A divided by K minus 1 plus K2 into concentration of B, right? This is the equation number second. Put this value of C from equation number second to equation number 1, right? So I write equation number 1 as it is. Okay, what is the equation 1? Rate is equal to K2 into concentration of B into concentration of C. From the value of equation number second, okay, the value of C is K1 into concentration of A divided by K inverse or K minus 1 plus K2 into concentration of B. Just rearranging this thing as K1 K2 into concentration of A into concentration of B divided by K minus 1 plus K2 into concentration of B. This is the rate law or rate equation, right? But again problem is that from this equation we have no any idea about the order of reaction, right? Why? Because it is little bit complicated, right? So applying the conditions, okay, applying the conditions for this equation. Which one condition? You have to apply the two condition, therefore condition number first. Okay, what is the condition number first? K minus 1 far greater than K2 into B. Okay, therefore K minus 1 plus K2 into B approximately equal to K minus 1 because this is the very small quantity. Okay, therefore rate is equal to K1 into K2 into concentration of A into concentration of B and the denominator become K minus 1, right? Now for this whole constant here, rate is equal to taking a new constant K into concentration of A into concentration of B, where this new constant K is equal to K1 into K2 into K minus 1. By observing this thing, we can say that the reaction follow the second order kinetics, right? Why? Because exponent power 1, exponent power 1. Okay, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. By applying the condition K minus 1 far greater than K2 into B, this reaction follow the second order kinetics, right? Now applying the condition number second. Okay. Now applying condition second. What is the condition second? Okay. K minus 1 far less than K2 into B. Okay. Therefore, denominator become K minus 1 plus K2 into B approximately equal to K2 into B. Why? Because now this quantity is so small and this is so much bigger, right? Therefore, rate equation become rate is equal to K1 into K2 into concentration of A into concentration of B divided by, instead of this whole term, I write only K2 into B, right? From numerator and denominator, equal quantities are cancelled. Therefore, rate is equal to K1 into A. If you observe this rate law, then I can say that this reaction obeys the first order kinetics if applying the condition K minus 1 is a far less than K2 into B, right? This is the actual use of steady state approximation. Once again, I told you that the steady state approximation is nothing but gives idea about the rate of formation of intermediate, right? Net rate of formation of intermediate. Okay, steady state approximation tells us that during the course of a reaction, the rate of formation of intermediate is equal to rate of consumption of intermediate. In simple word, the net rate of formation of any intermediate during the course of a reaction is equal to 0. Okay, this is the steady state approximation, and these are the some numericals of the steady state approximation. Yet you have any difficulties regarding the steady state approximation, ask me on a WhatsApp group, right? Or simply call me. So thank you all of you. Have a nice day.